Everyone, welcome warmly once again to our YouTube channel. So today, we're going to look at the full story of the 2002 movie, Soulful, The Melody of Life. The movie begins at a music school where Vikram, a famous music teacher, asks a child to perform a musical piece. But the little child says, sadly, that he'll never be able to learn it and walks out of the school, heartbroken. At that moment, Vikram remembers an incident that happened a long time ago at his music school. He picks up a photo album and begins to look at the pictures. A long time ago, Vikram and his assistant, Herman, were on their way to the music school when their vehicle stopped, causing a minor accident. After that, Vikram goes across the road to find some water for the vehicle. There, he sees a young girl singing beautifully in a church. The moment Vikram sees this girl, he feels she is the one destined to take his music forward. He watches her sing with admiration. After her performance ends, Vikram goes to the church's father and asks for more information about her. At that moment, she is sleeping deeply on one of the church benches. The father says that Tina always works very hard and in the evenings works at her family's bar, so they let her sleep there. If Vikram wants to know more about her, the father tells him to go to the bar and meet her sister. Without delay, Vikram goes to the bar where Tina's sister works. He tells her that he is a music teacher and if her younger sister is trained properly, she could one day become a great singer. At first, Tina's sister is confused and just stares at Vikram. Then Vikram asks if they didn't recognize him. He's the famous singer Vikram Singh. Immediately, Tina's sister recognizes him and is overjoyed. She says she'll send her younger sister to his school as soon as possible. That evening, when Tina comes home, her sister quickly packs her clothes, telling her she's been given a big opportunity and she must join the school quickly. After hearing this, Tina is confused. She doesn't understand what's suddenly happening. She becomes anxious, wondering how she could leave her family and live alone at this school. But since she loves music so much, she finally decides to join the school. However, Divya, another teacher at the school, isn't happy about this. She's upset that Vikram enrolled a girl after the admission deadline, based solely on his personal preference. On the first day at school, Vikram tells everyone how things work at the school and that they are free to explore music in their own way. At that time, one wealthy boy sees Tina sitting down with her legs exposed because of her skirt and laughs at her with another girl. But he would have never thought that Tina would one day become the most talented student at the school. After realizing this, Tina feels deeply hurt and runs away. Later, Vikram comes to Tina and tells her not to let such things bother her. He compares it to trying to leave a stuffy room by opening the door. He removes a shoe he's been wearing and shows her that even he has worn out shoes. Tina laughs. Vikram tells her not to care about such things and assures her that no one else has the potential she has. He encourages her, saying she will one day be the best at this badge. From the next day, regular training begins. Even though Tina arrives late, she quickly settles down and starts practicing. Vishal, who had made fun of Tina before, is seen talking to his friend Priya. He says, she's the same girl who worked at a bar that sells liquor. After hearing this, Tina gets angry and slaps Vishal hard. Vishal complains to Vikram, and everyone gathers as Vikram asks what happened. Vikram explains to Vishal that even if he heard such things, he should control his anger and tells him to cooperate with Tina from now on. A few days pass, and one day Tina proudly enters Vikram's room and says, "Sir, I've created the best composition in the world." Vikram asks her to play it so he can hear it. Tina, nervous, begins to play her composition, but it's something no one could actually enjoy. Vikram stops her in the middle and comes close to explain that anyone can create unpleasant music, but to create something that touches another person's heart, you need to understand your own heart deeply. He takes Tina to a place where birds are singing and tells her to listen closely to the sound from their hearts. That's how we should create music, from deep inside our hearts, he says, and adds, you can absolutely do this. Time passes, and Tina works hard to learn everything at the school. Even those who initially criticized her become close friends with her. One day, when no one else is around at school, Tina practices a beautiful melody. You may know this. It's the tune from the popular A-flat key Bara's song in the movie. Tina hums it softly. Vikram hears it and comes to see where it's coming from. He quickly realizes how sweet and masterful the melody she's humming is. At that moment, Vikram begins to feel deep jealousy. Initially, he brought Tina to the school so she could carry forward his talent. But when Tina's own abilities start to shine, Vikram finds it hard to accept. At the same time, Divya tells Vikram that representatives from the music company are here to review his new compositions. Vikram goes to meet them. They ask if his new compositions are ready. Then Tina's melody starts playing again, and the music company representatives listen to it. They ask Vikram if that's his student singing so beautifully. Vikram responds, "This is the tune I'm preparing to present to you." He presents Tina's composition as his own. But deep down, Vikram knows what he did isn't right. Out of strong jealousy over his student's musical success, he spends that entire evening drinking. Divya can't figure out what's suddenly going wrong with Vikram. Just then, Vikram receives a call from the music company. They suggest including both Vikram and his student in the next album and ask if that's a good idea. After hearing this, Vikram becomes even more furious. He says Tina is not ready for that yet, it's not the right time, and ends the call. The next day, Vikram comes to class. Everyone is happily singing. After seeing this, Vikram loses his temper and begins scolding them harshly. Now Vikram is unable to handle the fact that his student, who learned music from him, is showing more talent in such a short time. That night, Vikram completes the rest of the melody Tina had composed alone. The next day, Tina shows the melody to Vishal, and he says it's really beautiful. At that moment, Vikram arrives and tells Tina, "I've chosen you to sing in our music house's upcoming album. You can sing with me." Tina is overjoyed upon hearing this. Vikram tells her, "You're good enough on your own, I don't need to rehearse with you." So, the following day, the people from the music house arrive and begin the recording. As Vikram plays the first note on his violin, Tina realizes, it's the very melody she had been crafting for days. Vishal, watching this, can't understand what's going on. Tina stares at Vikram, not knowing what to do. As Vikram continues to sing her melody, he never gives Tina a chance to join in, despite how hard she tries. The others present believe this to be Vikram's most brilliant composition and watch with admiration. After a while, Tina can no longer bear it. Tears well up in her eyes, and she walks off the stage. Vishal follows and tells her to go back on stage. But she doesn't have the strength. She sobs uncontrollably. When the recording ends, everyone congratulates Vikram on the amazing creation. Later that evening, Vikram tells Tina that by walking off the stage, she embarrassed him. He scolds her, covering up his own mistake. "If you didn't have the strength to sing on stage, you should have told me earlier." Tina is deeply hurt and unable to respond. She doesn't have the courage to ask, "Sir, wasn't it my melody you stole and sang?" She quietly walks away, asking for forgiveness for everything. Vikram, overwhelmed by jealousy, shouts. The whole school gathers. Tina walks straight out of Vikram's office without stopping. Vikram, in anger, yells, "You'll never be popular. You'll never become a star." From that day on, a frightened and heartbroken Tina leaves the school. Thanks to the success of Vikram's new project, his music house organizes a grand party. Vishal, who knows the truth, gets drunk and confronts Vikram. "Sir, you're famous now, but was that melody really from your heart?" Leaving with that haunting question, he walks away. After the party, Divya confronts Vikram. She had been investigating the truth behind everything and asks, "When your emotions took over, did you ever ask yourself if you did the right thing for Tina, the one you brought to this school?" Vikram is devastated by this realization. Even though he tries to calm himself by throwing things around, it brings no relief. The next day, Vishal too leaves the school. A few days later, Tina's sister comes looking for Vikram. Vikram thinks Tina wants to return and is trying to make amends through her sister. But it's not that. Her sister thanks Vikram sincerely for teaching Tina music all this time. Then she tells him Tina has decided to leave everything behind and dedicate her life to the church. Hearing this, Vikram feels even more guilt-ridden. The following day, Vikram visits the church, trying to explain his mistake to Tina. But Tina, now traumatized, isn't in a state to understand. Still, Vikram continues visiting the church daily, trying to rekindle Tina's love for music. Eventually, he succeeds and places the violin she loved so much back into her hands. After that, Vikram goes to the music house and tells them, "We need to organize a concert soon. I'll perform with my student." The music house team gladly agrees to have a concert with Vikram. Later, Vikram tells Tina about it, but she refuses. "Sir, I don't want to be embarrassed on stage by you again." At that moment, Vikram tells her, "Tina, you never embarrassed me on stage. It was my jealousy that made me let you down." He apologizes and asks her to forget everything and sing with him once again. Both become emotional, and Tina finally agrees to sing her best performance with her teacher on the same stage. The day of the concert arrives. But just before the show starts, Vikram disappears. No one knows where he went. With nothing else to do, Divya suggests, even without Vikram, let Tina perform her song alone. She can do it. Meanwhile, Vikram goes to a quiet place to listen to Tina's performance. He made this decision to give her the justice she deserves, for the injustice he committed earlier. He wants to correct his past mistake by letting her shine alone. Since the day he first saw her, he knew Tina was destined to be a great star, and now, he wants to give her that chance. So Vikram prepares everything for the concert, then quietly leaves. Finally, Tina walks onto the stage alone. Everyone watches in amazement and disbelief. Can she really pull this off? Just as Vikram believed when he first saw her, Tina performs like a seasoned singer. Everyone watches with joy and awe. And Vikram, having created a star for the future, experiences the highest joy a teacher can feel. After the concert, Tina goes straight to the school. Vikram arrives there too and tells her, "You sang wonderfully. I listened to the whole show on the radio. Your journey begins today," he tells her. "From now on, you can walk your path alone." Vikram blesses her. Tina becomes emotional and embraces him. And just like that, the superb movie I brought you today comes to an end. So, as always, if you like the movie, don't forget to give the video a like. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more movies like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. That way, I'll meet you again soon with many more amazing movies. Until then, goodbye and best wishes to everyone.